Does Trent Taylor deserve playing time? Is there something I'm not seeing here? Because Kyle Shanahan clearly feels he does deserve playing time, and Shanahan's a very smart coach. Leo.
No, he doesn't. Like, what is he going to block for you on the outside?
No.
Who is Trent Taylor going to block and keep out of the play? He's done it before, but at what, like a 10% rate, 20% rate? That's not successful. That's not winning football. Is it because he's George Kittle's buddy, you're going to throw out Trent Taylor? Like, come on, it didn't work out. He's been given like we said, way more chances than Dante Pettis. He's had injuries issues. So, like, let's see somebody else for a change. I would love to see Juwan Jennings out there activated instead of Trent Taylor, because I'll tell you what, Jennings could block a hell of a lot better than Taylor, and that's what this 49ers offense need more than a little guy who's going to get pushed around on a 5-yard route.
All I think about is how Trent Taylor was being used in that Arizona game. How many times what was it, that 4th down or 3rd down where the throw was behind him and he had to jump for it? What Leo said. Is Juwan Jennings going to catch that ball? Possibly. Is Trent Taylor going to catch that ball? Definitely not. Like, there's a for sure thing. Trent Taylor's just smaller, and a DB, when the DB is bigger, you can't really throw a jump ball to him. And I think that's a big issue with Trent Taylor. He has some value on 3rd downs going across the middle, but I just would rather see Juwan Jennings get those routes. I'd rather see Richie James because he's faster and more athletic, in my opinion. He might drop the ball a little more, but I'd rather see those guys when you can create more things. Kendrick Bourne is the guy on the inside that's a little slower, but is a good route runner and will get you that 1st down. In my opinion, Trent Taylor provides nothing different than what Kendrick Bourne does.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't see the deal with Taylor either. I don't see him as the playmaker. If I'm Kyle Shanahan and I want to get my best playmakers on the field, I'm running 12 personnel and I'm running 20 personnel if I want to get 4 receivers out there. And the reason I'm saying that is because Juszczyk's a better receiver than any of the wide receivers that the Niners have as a number 4 guy. Same thing with, Ross Dwelly. He's better than any of those number 4 wide receivers. And the
even McKinnon, Jeff Wilson Jr.
Right. And the thing that the Niners get out of staying in 21-12 is that they keep the running game on the field.
Keep them in base defense. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yes. You have a speed advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So, Trent.
Why you paying Juszczyk so much money if you're not going to throw him the ball more often?
You called him an offensive weapon. You use him as a blocker. But I want to stay on Trent Taylor here because, honestly, his presence on this team offends me. I don't understand it. And it's like, give Juwan Jennings a chance, but it doesn't have to be a wide receiver who replaces him. I'm with Jack. You don't need to go to 11 personnel. I prefer Ross Dwelly as a receiver than Trent Taylor. And why is Trent Taylor continually getting targets in the red zone? Why? Give it to Ross Dwelly. Give it to anyone else. Kyle Juszczyk. I don't get – look, here's the thing with Trent Taylor. I thought he played well as a rookie. He got hurt in 2018, hurt his back. That was a serious injury. All right. And then he comes back 2019. He gets rave reviews at camp. But I was there. Let's remember, K'Wan Williams didn't play in camp in 2019. The nickelback was mostly DJ Reed and Emmanuel Mosley, a couple quality players, but that's who he was going against. And then he broke his foot. Okay. Now he comes back and plays camp all offseason against Jamar Taylor. No offense, Leo, but he ain't K'Wan Williams. The guy missed the entire camp. And so I think when all these fans are like, well, but he played well in camp the last 2 years. I mean, all these writers said it like, yeah, but sometimes even me, like, we don't give you the full context. And in retrospect, we're like, well, maybe it was really Jamar Taylor that we were learning about and not Trent Taylor, because we see Trent Taylor. The guy does one thing. He runs a 7-yard out, except he runs it like at 5 yards, and he has no shake anymore. Whatever he had in 2017 is gone. He's a 5'7", 170-pound athlete who's had some serious surgeries. And I think he's done. I think he's done as a professional athlete. And I'd like to see someone who has a future get a chance. I know it sounds harsh, but that's professional sports, dude. Sorry.
And I'll say this. I guarantee Shanahan wish he had Juwan Jennings in that Philadelphia Eagles game when they had to throw that Hail Mary, because guess what? Jennings got one in Tennessee to beat Georgia at the end of the game.
Yeah, that's true.
Trent Taylor's not getting that. Trent Taylor wasn't even on the field for that.
That's true. It was not like 4 years ago.
What is he like? Yeah, we're not trying to be Trent Taylor haters.
No,
We're just
I am.
being
I am a
honest
Trent
because
Taylor hater. Trent,
okay,
you suck.
you're a Trent Taylor hater.
I'm sorry. Stop.
Taylor's.
Get him off the field right now. I'm serious. There's too much at stake. There's too much at stake. It's a must-win game. Get him off the field.
Yep.
Sorry. All right.
You have 3 guys on the roster also where their best trait is punt returner, where Dante Pettis, Trent Taylor, and Richie James as returners.
Yeah, let's stick with that because Trent Taylor, his role is the punt returner on the team. He's a fair catch machine. What does he do? He's not a playmaker at any. I get worked up. I feel like I've had the wool over my eyes. I've been making fun of Dante Pettis when really it should be Trent Taylor.